What's going on, guys? More motivation. Today, I want to talk about seeing the value in yourself, right? And I feel like when you don't really pay attention to yourself, you pay attention to everything else. I was watching a podcast this morning, or listening to a podcast, in other words, right? And it was mentioning how people would, on Facebook, add people they used to know just to see what they're doing, basically spy on them, be nosy, right? But not say a word to them. But not say a word to them. To me, that's a smaller version of idolizing, man. That's a small version of idolizing. Don't be that person and do not allow those people to just stick around, right? We have to see the value in ourselves. You have to see what you got. How are you going to know what you have if you're always paying attention to everybody else's business? How are you going to see your potential? How are you going to work in yourself if you're constantly seeing what everybody else is doing? Some of this stuff as distractions from us really thinking for ourselves and getting to know ourselves better. You got to see the value in ourselves. For guys listening, do not put a girl on the pedestal because she's pretty. For girls, do not put a guy on the pedestal because he's pretty. Do not put a celebrity on the pedestal. Do not put pedestal on someone that has more followers. Pedestal on someone that has a nicer car. That just means you're dismissing yourself. That just means you're not really seeing what you have as a person, what value you provide as a person. Did you know they need an audience to be able to keep growing? Do you know they need an audience to have paychecks? Do you know each of us contributes to their life? Each of us pays for the album, pays for their show, pays for everything for them to survive? You know that? Each person is important. Stop putting a pedestal on people because you feel less about yourself. You're only going to put pedestal on other people if you feel less about yourself, if you don't see the value in yourself, right? I don't care how pretty a girl is. If you're going to disrespect what I stand for and disrespect me, goodbye. Goodbye. If you're not going to treat me with respect, if you're not going to treat me like I'm a person, goodbye. I don't care how big your butt is. I don't care if you're rich, you have a million followers, whatever. Goodbye. You have to see the value in yourself, right? And it's funny, right? And people use rankings, paychecks, and all these things to really see the value in the person, right? Just because someone has 1,000 people that influence him, right? Versus that person that's a million followers, doesn't mean that the person with a million followers always has more value. We gotta remove that out of our head. It goes deeper than that. It goes deeper than that. And just because he's making 50,000 a year and he's making 200,000 a year doesn't mean he's more valuable. We have to stop doing this. We gotta stop putting simple people on the pedestal. People that don't do anything for us. People that don't make our lives better. People that just take. And you know the funny thing? They live for themselves. They live for themselves. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. But yet we'll put them on the pedestal. But yet we'll allow them to break the law. We'll allow them to talk to us anyhow. We'll allow them to disrespect us because we don't value ourselves. You got to value yourself. You got to value yourself. Right? Stop putting girls on the pedestal. Stop putting celebrities on the pedestal. Stop putting guys on the pedestal. Stop putting nicer cars on the pedestal. You gotta see what you have. How? Okay. Let's just say you don't like where you're at. Let's just say you think you're not a valuable person. You think you're a loser. Blah blah blah. Here's what my sister told me yesterday, and this was actually the smartest thing I heard. It's your fault you're a loser. It's your fault you're not doing good. It's your fault you're not where you want to be. So what are you going to do about it, though? What are you going to do about it? Are you going to be nosy about other people's lives that are improving while you're staying the same? Or are you going to do something to change the situation? Are you going to do something to improve, to finally see what value you have and what value you could potentially reach? We got to see the value in ourselves. You gotta value yourself enough to eat healthy. You gotta value yourself enough to go to school, to have a career that you love. You gotta value yourself enough to be better mentally, physically, and in spirit, instead of spying on other people's lives that don't know you exist. I'm not saying that you cannot appreciate greatness. You cannot appreciate what other people did. You cannot appreciate, you know, what they what they bring to the table. Also, yeah, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you should also appreciate yourself. Yourself. Jesus, I can't talk. Yourself mostly, right? You can't idolize people. You can't diminish the value you have as a person, right? And you see this, you see this all the time too on social media, right? Chicks will follow people. A lot of people with low self-esteem will follow a bunch of people, right? And unfollow a bunch of them just so that the rest of the world can see that they have a higher ratio, they have a lot of followers. Things like, listen, that's childish. That's childish, right? See the value in yourself. Do not allow people to use you as a pawn. Do not allow people to use you as validation. Do not allow people to use you for just your attention, for your time, without doing anything for you. Right? It's 50-50. Give and take. Stop letting people take from you. Stop letting people use you. Stop letting people make you feel less about yourself. You gotta see the value in yourself. Right? I'm gonna keep making these videos. People don't like it, don't watch. Simple. But the funny thing is, people are coming on, watching, right? Not really supporting, but have the most to say. See the value in yourself. No one's gonna see it but you, right? The real ones will see it in you in the beginning. The fake ones will come along when they see you flourishing. That's how it works. But you gotta be someone that really, really values themselves. You gotta stand for a lot, right? Don't take shit from people. Don't be used. Don't be used by people for nothing. Don't be used from people for nothing. Don't be used by people for nothing. See the value in yourself, right? This is not just about working out. This is not just about looking good. This is not just about having money. This is not just about trying to impress or whatever. We're trying to influence as much people as possible. We want to be better as people. We want to evolve. We want to hopefully build up new, better leaders, right? You got to value yourself. You got to value yourself. Don't let a teacher tell you you're a failure. Don't let a girl tell you you're ugly. Don't let a girl say you ain't anything. You ain't shit. Right? Don't let your body say you cannot do something because you're in a certain city. You cannot do something because... See the value in yourself. Do what it takes to get that thing and be consistent. Right? See the value in yourself and stop idolizing people. Stop idolizing people. That's it, man. That's it. That's it. I really hope you guys really think about this. I really hope you guys take the time to appreciate everything about yourself, because you're made unique and different, right? You're made unique and different. There's something different about you from everybody else, right? And you were made to be something. But how are you going to be that if you're just paying attention to everybody else? If you're diminishing what value you have, right? Just because someone doesn't pay a high amount of money for something initially doesn't mean it could be a bad investment. Just because you pay just because you pay a low amount for something doesn't mean that thing won't have value later on. Just because something's expensive doesn't mean that thing is valuable, right? It doesn't always mean that. It doesn't always mean that. Invest in yourself. See the value in yourself and stop idolizing people.